Welcome from Malta's Marsa Ship Yard. This is also this time not only the home of the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, which staged last weekend, but now this weekend it's going to come up. It's going to be the Malta Eurovision Song Contest for 2015. 20 artists competing in the semi-final for Friday, 14 of which continue into the grand final, battling for the ticket to Vienna at the Eurovision Song Contest. And one of the artists is a newcomer to the contest as a soloist, and it's a big pleasure to meet her. Karen Debattista, she will sing 12 Bakerstreet. Hello Karen, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So tell us first of all, how was it for you to rehearse on that Eurovision stage of the juniors just now?
It's a fantastic experience. I mean, performing on such a stage has always been my dream, so having the opportunity to do so this year is just amazing.
Excellent. And we have brought with you the composer of the song. It's Emil Baylis. Emil, we spoke already last year, or early on this springtime, when you had a couple of songs into the competition with Mariam Costin. You wrote the song Bakerstreet, 12 Bakerstreet. What animated you to write the song?
Well, I think the first inspiration was the music by Jan van Dijk, and as soon as we heard the music, both myself and Karen, we had the idea of we saw a story develop, and as soon as we discussed it, we thought, okay, let's develop the story on a street. Bakerstreet was the name that came to mind by Karen, in fact, and we're like, okay, and we decided to develop this story, a simple, sweet love story on 12 Bakerstreet.
You collaborate with Jan van Dijk, who was a big name in the music business. How did you actually come up to meet him?
Well, we've met when Jan van Dijk was actually here in Malta during the national selection when he composed the song for Richard Edwards, and from then we kept in contact through the internet, through Facebook, and this year we're here with 12 Bakerstreet, basically, our composition together.
That's amazing. Well, you're doing the lyrics and he's doing the music, and is there any composer in the world that you really want to write with? And is there any artist, a huge artist you would like to write for?
Okay, it's a tricky question, but one composer I really admire would be Andrew Lloyd Webber. I think Karen would actually say the same thing. And regarding artists, there isn't an artist I particularly would say I would love to write for that particular artist. I mean, I believe in Malta we have a number of talents that are big enough, and it's a pleasure always to work with different people locally. It would be a great opportunity if I had to work with a foreign artist, but there isn't someone that I would particularly say, yes, I would like to write for that particular person.
Well, you wrote for that particular person, so how did you find Karen then to sing your song?
Well, I've been friends with Karen since 2010 or 9, I think, when she was taking part in her first competition, and from then onwards we kept regular contact and we were good friends, and it was a natural choice when I spoke to Jan, and we were like, we should work on something for Karen together. Jan heard Karen, he loved her voice, so we decided to go for it this year.
Well, it's not the first time you're taking part in this competition, Karen. You were before there as a backing vocalist, right?
Yes.
With whom was that?
2012 with Francesca Borch with the song Take Me Far.
Okay, now you're the front lady yourself.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit more about your musical background? When did it start all for you that you wanted to become a singer?
So I've been playing piano since I was 7 years old. So I mean, that was a natural stepping stone to singing. My teacher always realized that I had a good ear for music, and she encouraged me to start singing. And my first performance was in 5th form, and it was on just a typical school auditorium, a typical soirée. And then from then on I started taking singing lessons, and I began taking part in competitions because I believe that experience is important. So it's not just getting the vocal techniques. You need experience on stage and how to communicate with the audience. So, and I mean, 2012 was my first experience on such a large stage in front of such an audience. So from then on, I try to progress in my career and take part in several competitions, and today I'm here. So
amazing, that's amazing.
Yes, it is.
How long did it take you to learn the song Bakerstreet until it's ready to perform?
It was relatively easy as a melody. So the bonus was that I like the song, so once I like it, I'll just listen to it a couple of times and I'm done. But then obviously I need to practice it, so it's 100% perfect for the final night.
Karen, I'm intrigued to know, we've heard you've got the song that's been written for you, you're practicing the song vocally. How do you then go about thinking, how are we going to stage this in such a huge space?
I think the main element that brought this thing together was teamwork. So I discussed it with Jan and I discussed it with Emil and several friends of ours, and we had sort of the same vision. So we had a rough idea of how the stage was gonna be, and so we discussed it. I think Emil agrees with me. We discussed what we wanted, we each gave our own input, and then we came to a final conclusion on what we should have on stage.
12 Bakerstreet is an address, so you wrote the lyrics to it. What animated you to take that address?
I believe that once we came up with Bakerstreet and then the number 12, it gives the song an authentic feel. And last Friday on Sharbank, actually, we were lucky enough that they surprised us and they got us the address. A friend of ours went to that particular address to show us where is 12 Bakerstreet, and we discovered that 12 Bakerstreet is actually a posh mini supermarket in England, where they've spotted a number of celebrities there, like Victoria and David Beckham.
Wow.
So we're very intrigued by that. We didn't plan it that way, but those are celebrities. Hopefully Karen will be the next celebrity there.
That's a great story. That I didn't know. That's really nice. Fantastic. Well, I know Bakerstreet only from the Sherlock Holmes movies, of course. So what type of music actually do you normally sing? You're more for ballads, or you also have some pop music in your genre?
I'm more comfortable singing ballads and sort of songs from musicals, for example. That's my area, and I feel most comfortable. I try to vary in style because I believe an artist has to be, I don't know, you have to try different things to know what you're comfortable in. But I feel most comfortable singing ballads.
Now, most artists that we speak to in Malta, we know. I come to Malta since 2008. I think there's not many Maltese artists that are full-time musicians. Are you a full-time musician, or you still have got something else that you're taking care of?
No, I'm not a full-time musician. I wish to be, but I'm studying art at the moment. So I'm still a student, trying to get a career as an interior designer. So we'll see. Music, I still want music to be my second career. So I want it. If I can take it full-time, I'll try to, but I don't know. In Malta, it's a bit difficult. So.
Karen, you mentioned that your star was perhaps the musicals. Have you appeared in any productions of musicals at all?
No, I haven't had the opportunity. I just go to the theater and I watch, but I've never performed. And it's my dream to take part in something like that someday, hopefully.
With a song specially written for you by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Of course.
Well, it's the first time you're on the stage. What are your expectations for the show?
Considering the stage and the vibe that's been created due to the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, I believe that this year it's going to be extra special. I mean, it's always a good production. Even in past years, I've seen an improvement. But this year, I think it's going to be something more special. And I feel lucky. I think the people are going to be expecting something more, both from the production team as well as the artists. Because they know that we've improved in the quality, so they expect an improvement in every aspect of the show. So
fantastic. Of course, we would like to know a bit more about this song. I'll hear it actually. Could you sing a bit of it?
Sure. I remember the day we met to play, nothing to say, still we found our way. And then we grew, felt something new. I fell for you, oh, our love was true.
Very nice, thank you very much. Karen, we wish you all the best of luck for Friday to get that ticket into the final, and then hopefully the step up to get the ticket, the flight ticket to Vienna, of course.
Hopefully. Thank you very much.
And thanks for Emil and to you for talking to us.
Thank you.